How prepared are you for a food crisis? Imagine this: a typical family of four, living comfortably in their suburban home. Life was predictable, filled with school runs, office work, weekend barbecues, and holiday planning. Food was always available, just a quick trip to the local supermarket away. Gradually, however, they began to notice subtle changes. News reports of crop failures started making headlines more often. Prices at the grocery store began to creep up. The selection of fresh produce started to dwindle. Initially, they brushed it off as temporary glitches in the supply chain. After all, how could a food crisis possibly happen here, in their peaceful, well-stocked neighborhood? But then, the unthinkable happened. The supermarket shelves became sparser, the lines longer, the prices higher. They realized with a sinking feeling that they were in the middle of a food crisis. The news reports became more alarming. The crop failures weren't isolated incidents, but a widespread problem, affecting food production globally. Their disbelief turned to worry, then to panic. They had taken food security for granted, never considering that their access to it could be threatened. They were unprepared, like many others, for the severity of the situation. The family of four, once so assured of their comfortable life, now faced the harsh reality. The food crisis was here, and it was more severe than anything they could have imagined. It was no longer a distant news report, but a daily challenge. The question is not only how they would navigate this unexpected crisis, but how any of us would. It's a sobering reminder that being prepared is not about imagining the worst, but about being ready for the unpredictable. Click the link in the description below this video to learn more about the amazing stockpiling challenge. The food crisis was now a harsh reality for our family. A sentence that resonates with a chilling echo, reminding us of the struggle that ensued in the face of this unprecedented calamity. Food, a fundamental necessity we'd taken for granted, had become a scarce resource, a luxury we could barely afford. Our days were consumed by the relentless pursuit of sustenance. We scoured local markets, discount stores, even dumpsters in hopes of finding something, anything, to fill our gnawing bellies. But our efforts were often in vain. Shelves were bare, stripped clean by the desperate masses who, like us, were caught unprepared by the crisis. We were forced to ration our meager supplies, stretching them out as thinly as possible. Breakfast became a fragment of bread, lunch was a mere whisper of soup, and dinner. Dinner was often a hollow echo of our hunger. Our bodies grew frail, our spirits dimmed. The joy of sharing a hearty meal, the laughter and conversations that once filled our dining room, were replaced with a deafening silence and the somber air of scarcity. Health issues soon followed. We were constantly fatigued, our immune systems weakened, and we found ourselves falling ill more often. The children lost their playful energy, their eyes mirroring the worry that plagued our hearts. The reality was stark and unforgiving. We were slowly but surely withering away. In the midst of our struggle, we couldn't help but wish we had taken the time to prepare, to stockpile. If only we had listened to the warnings, heeded the signs. If only we had invested in our survival, in securing our future. If only we had taken the amazing stockpiling challenge. But regrets and if-onlys won't fill empty stomachs. They won't ward off the cold, keep the lights on, or offer a sense of security when the world outside is falling apart. Preparation, foresight, and action will. And for that, we urge you to not repeat our mistake. Click the link in the description below this video to learn more about the amazing stockpiling challenge. In the face of adversity, the family decided to take control of their situation. It was a turning point that required a shift in mindset, a proactive approach that wouldn't leave their survival to chance. They began to research, to learn, to understand the intricacies of stockpiling food and supplies. It was an endeavor that required more than just filling up a pantry with canned goods. They discovered that a successful stockpiling strategy involved a comprehensive plan. What to stockpile, how much to store, how to preserve the food, and even how to rotate the supplies to avoid spoilage. Each aspect was an essential piece of the puzzle. The road to self-sufficiency was not without its bumps. There were mistakes, sure, like the time they stored a large quantity of rice only to find it infested with bugs months later. Or the instance when they stockpiled canned goods that none of their family members liked to eat. Each mistake, however, was a lesson, a stepping stone that brought them closer to their goal. The family realized the importance of having a well-thought-out plan for stockpiling food. It was not just about survival, but about ensuring their family's well-being, about taking back control in a world where uncertainties loomed large. They understood that their safety and survival were in their own hands, and they were determined to do everything in their power to safeguard it. Click the link in the description below this video to learn more about the amazing stockpiling challenge. The family's strategy for stockpiling food was a game changer. Suddenly, they were no longer victims of circumstance, but architects of their own destiny. They became self-reliant, ensuring their food supply was not at the mercy of external factors. They found a newfound sense of security, not only in their physical needs, but also in their mental and emotional well-being. Knowing they had a plan and the means to execute it brought a peace of mind that was priceless. The transformation was not just about having enough food, it was about the confidence that came with being prepared. The power to provide, to protect, to persevere, no matter what life threw their way. This is the power of preparation. This is the power of stockpiling. Now, it's your turn to take control. The amazing stockpiling challenge is not just about surviving a potential food crisis. It's about thriving in uncertain times. It's about equipping yourself with the knowledge, the skills, and the resources to ensure you and your loved ones are always provided for. It's about stepping up to the challenge and coming out stronger on the other side. Don't wait until it's too late. Visit the link in the description below this video to learn more about the amazing stockpiling challenge. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you think.